Hello nation, and welcome back to the homestead. So we've been looking and researching for a tractor, and we've already done a review on the Mahindra, and if you missed that video, the link will be in the description. So today we're going to go ahead and review the Kubota. So with the Kubota, to be honest, we weren't going to look at a Kubota because of how far away either dealership was for us. We're talking probably a little over an hour. But because of y'all, in the first two videos, there was a lot in there in the comments about Kubota. So we figured we'd go ahead and give it a look anyway. Okay, to recap how we're comparing all these tractors to make sure it's a level ball field, a level playing field, is going to be price, warranty, customer service, the durability, ease of use, and their service location. All right, so this tractor here, it belongs to the gentleman, one of the gentlemen that was helping us lift our cow when she was down. And if you missed that video, that link will be also in the description. But this is the L4701, which is basically a 45 horsepower. Now, we called the guys where he got his from, and with the bucket, bush hog, and the backhoe, it was right around 50,000, which was very surprising to me because, like, in the comments you read everybody's talking about a green tax. I really thought with Kubota we were going to have a orange tax. Now for the next step up, which is the one I think Jeremiah over at Roots and Refuge, I think he has the next step up. You're going to be looking at like 54,000. Now all these prices are before tax. Okay, so let's talk warranty. Now, one of the things that surprised both Robin and myself, their warranty was 33 pages long. Yes, I said 33 pages long. They get very detailed about what they cover and what they don't cover. And basically what it boils down to is it has to be a defect. Normal, everyday use stuff, you're driving your tractor along and a fuel line busts, unless you can prove that was a defect, they're not covering it. But their warranty, right off what it states is, they call it bumper to bumper, so from front to back, is a 2-year warranty, or like 1,500 hours. Now they also have a powertrain warranty, which is 6 years and 3,000 hours. All right, so now we're moving into customer service. The gentleman that we talked to on the phone was very pleasant. Like I said, we did this via phone, and then we talked to the two gentlemen that came and helped us with the cow, and they both said that their experiences with the customer service was pleasant. It was good. They would talk with them. They seemed to meet their needs and everything like that. They were also, caveat though, little star asterisks here, it gives them a little gold star. They were up front, right out the bat, they were up front about the issues that they were having with being able to get a backhoe. They're not going to be able to get a backhoe for a Kubota for months. They don't even have any what they call on the water, because a lot of stuff is coming from overseas. So with all the shipping and stuff now, we're starting to see that that's term, meaning they absolutely have no idea when that part or that piece is going to be available, just like with the cab. Nobody really has an idea of when they're going to be able to get in because none of that stuff is on the water. All right, so let's talk the durability of the Kubota. Now, with my experience working with the Kubota, with Jeremiah's, talking to these two gentlemen, and over the years growing up being around equipment like this, a Kubota has always been a very durable tractor. I mean, Jeremiah's tractor is pretty old from my understanding, my recollection, really. I don't remember exactly how old he told me it was, but it's still going strong. Now, granted, I'm not saying nothing's ever going to break on a Kubota or any tractor, because stuff breaks. They're mechanical things. Stuff breaks down over time. They get worn out and they break. But it seems, even talking to a lot of y'all, that Kubota has, they're very durable. So let's talk about the ease of use now on the Kubota. I used Jeremiah's tractor almost that whole summer while they were moving. He let me borrow it while they were moving stuff back and forth, and to be able to use on my homestead. And if y'all recall, at that time we had a lot of issues with that Longhorn. Jeremiah's Kubota, which is the next step up from this one, was very easy to use. Even for a big fat guy like me, I had no trouble getting in and out. Now, granted, no cab. It was open just like this one is. But the ease of use was great. Now, one of the guys that came to help us with the cow, he had a cab. And he stayed, once he got in there, he stayed in there. So with the cab door, and he was about as big as me. Maybe he might have been a little bit bigger. So with the cab on it again, getting in and out for big dudes, it still seems like it's relatively, we'll just say it's relatively a challenge. Now I guess it was last year when we were borrowing Jeremiah's, we used it for just about everything and anything that we could. We put the girls in the bucket, raised the bucket up to trim a lot of the some of the overhanging trees on fence lines that we were repairing. We used it to help pull fence lines. We bush hogged with it. And this Jeremiah's tractor, that size, definitely seemed like it would be a perfect fit for what we need on our homestead. Now, one of the things that I'm not particularly fond of with ease of use, because, you know, aging in place, getting older, is the location of gas tanks. And like how we showed you on the Mahindra, that was just a booger to put gas in it. Now on the Kubota, it's a lot easier than the Mahindra, but this still puts you in an awkward position. I mean, I'm 5'10", and I'm still going to be almost holding the gas tank almost up over my head to be able to put the gas in. And if I stand up back here where you sit down at, I'm going to have to lean over. And with my bad back, that's going to be putting me in positions that over time is going to make it a little rough. All right, so let's talk about their service location and their service bay. Now, unfortunately, we haven't been able, or we're not able to go to these dealers' service location and check out their service base, because they are in a complete opposite direction of any time that we go to travel. It's not like they're down towards Augusta or over in Anderson. They're kind of a complete different direction that it would be extremely inconvenient for us to go to. So the convenience is not really there, which for us, that's a huge mark in the negative column for the Kubota. And look, this is not a negative dig on those Kubota dealers. It's just, you know, how we brought up in a vlog sometime back, you know, our time is extremely valuable. One of the reasons why we're looking into getting a tractor is to help save us time to be able to do bigger jobs in a more time efficient manner. And if we have to take the tractor in for a 50-hour service or something breaks on it and we have to go all the way out there, that's a whole day gone that we don't have anything else to do in that section of the state. Okay, overall, the Kubota, it performed, or is getting the review that a lot of you guys probably expected. That it's definitely a tractor that we're going to put on the list to think about purchasing. The two negatives, the gas tank and the distance to the dealer, you know, push come to shove, at the end of the day, I can work around those and I can figure something out on how to make those two, turn those two negatives into a positive. Thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.